I'm quoting a Jordan Maxwell video, a very good one that I will try to leave a link into the description that basically starts to create the the necessary interface in your mind for you to understand what the UCC truly is. His quote is, if you put an S in front of words, it becomes swords. And that's what words are. They're very cutting. They can cause you great harm. So when you understand UCC, what is UCC? Humans, laws, government, corporate status, yada, 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 yada. It's a form of law. If you want to understand that, you have to understand words and terms. So he said in this video, he said, why do you go to court? You go to court because you play basketball and tennis on a court. And what's the whole point of court? The whole point of court is to put the ball in the other guy's court, right? And this is how you get a game. The prosecutor gets up and puts the ball on your court. He did this, he did that, he did that. Then the defense gets up and he puts the ball back in your court. Well, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And the ref, who's wearing a black robe, is the judge. He's a referee, right? He doesn't worry about who wins or loses. He's judging the game. So the judge is a referee. Now, the judge sits on a bench. In Latin, a bench means bank. And where do you find banks? You find banks on both sides of a river. They're called river banks. And they guide the flow of what? The current sea, right? They guide the flow of the current sea. These are words and terms that describe natural processes that are used in legal form to hold power over you. So for instance, when you go into jail, if you get locked up today, they're going to charge you, right? They're going to charge you. And what are they going to put you? They're going to put you in a cell. And then where are you going to have to go? You're going to have to go to circuit court. You see, it's all power-based now. Because when I was dealing with money, we're talking about water. When I'm dealing with your freedom, we're talking about energy, right? Different forms of this. So this is what all these words and terms are based off of. Now, when it comes to UCC law, UCC was created in America. We talked about the Peace of Westphalia in the other videos, but the UCC law was created in America. There used to be three laws, three forms of law: common law, equity law, and admiralty law, or maritime law. So law of the land, law of money, equity, and then law of the water, right? So they were all different. If I lost, a gold necklace on land, I can go to court, fight for it, try to get it. Somebody might find it and steal it and take it, true, but I have a claim to it. If if right now I was to go and find that jewel that the Titanic, that sunk on the Titanic in the movie, if I were to find that jewel and I come up and say, look, I found that jewel and I have that necklace in my hand, even the people that own it, the family that own it, can't take it from me. They don't have a claim for it because maritime admiralty law, if it's sunk in the ocean, it's whoever gets it. So these laws are different. They're not exactly the same. Law of the land and law of the water, mainly because the law of the water had multinational interests, and therefore the laws came out different. So in America, there was an issue because there was the Great Lakes. So what you had was situations where you have river boats, casinos, on the water, a lot of merchandise and selling on the water. So it created a situation where all three of these laws were kind of meeting in the same place. You were inland, you were inland, you were in America, right? These waters were inland, but they were water, like maritime law, and you were conducting commercial activities, right? Equity. So they were having trouble. They were having trouble rectifying certain situations because they couldn't, all three of these laws were separated. So this is where they started to combine and merge uniform commercial code. They created uniform, the same, equal, right? Uniform commercial code. You see a remnants of common law today when people say common law marriage. That's probably the only time when people hear common law marriage and understand it, or understand what common law even is. So you see remnants of the past when you are dealing in today's time, like everything, right? There's always an echo. So this is where uniform commercial code comes in. So now mix this all together. The fact that in American history, mostly because of the Great Lakes of Michigan and the different rivers that I couldn't name you all the rivers that were the famous rivers, but and then mix in these words and terms, and you get the type of UCC law that we have today. So this is why you have a social security number. This is why you have, all types of numbers associated with you, why your name is in all capital letters, because you are a product. You are a merchandise. You came down your mother's birth canal. They're not using these words by accident. They're using these words to put you into UCC law. They're giving you the reasons why they're putting you in UCC law, because you're on the water. You came on the water. You came down if you look up birthing a ship, B-E-R, not B-I-R, but B-E-R-T-H, birthing a ship. It means docking a ship in, like putting a ship in dock, right? And this is why the Statue of Liberty could not be put on land. It had to be put on water, because they're not talking about freedom. That is Lady Liberty. Give me liberty or give me death. That's basically 50 Cent. Get rich or die trying. Give me liberty or give me death. So you came down, your mother's water broke, and you came down your mother's birth canal. So you are a maritime admiralty commercial product on the water, and therefore you will have a social security number. It will be bundled up in some form of mutual fund, like a gosh darn, mortgages and stuff like that. And these are this is the combination of the Peace of Westphalia creating uniform commercial code for the concept of having no God in government, and then mix that in with creating you or making you as a product. And now you have this sinister existence where you're looked at as, and then your name is in all capital letters, which makes you a corporation. But what is a corporation? A corpse is a dead person, a zombie, which is what you are, a zombie. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea what they're doing. So this is the UCC law that we see today. Now,